Hello everyone, I am Akanksha and I'm working as a data engineer. And today I'm going to start my technical vlog series. So, if you are preparing for any interviews in fintech companies or any product based companies, then one thing that you cannot ignore is payment system design. So, let's start with the high level design of a payment system, step by step and in a very simple way. So I have divided the entire discussion into three parts. So part one will be about what is payment system, its flow and its terminology like basic components. Part two will include the pay in flow step by step, the payment service APIs and its data models. And part three will be deep dive into designing a real world payment systems. So today let's start with the part one. So the very first thing is, why is this payment system so important to understand? So this is because payment systems are not just about money transfer. They test your understanding of distributed systems, reliability, consistency, security, failure handling, and scalability. So that's why interviewers love payment systems, because one system can test multiple engineering concepts. Now, how do we define a payment system? So, a payment system is a system used to settle financial transactions through the transfer of monetary value. So, basically, it is a set of backend services and rules that ensure money moves correctly, securely, and consistently. So, it is easy to understand on surface, but it is also intimidating for many developers to work on. Like a small slip could potentially cause significant revenue loss or destroy credibility among users. So a payment system can mean very different things to different people. Some may think it's a digital wallet like Apple Pay, Google Pay, and other may think it's a backend system that handle payments such as PayPal, Stripe. It is very important to determine the exact requirement at the beginning of the interview. For our video, let's assume we are building a payment backend for an e-commerce application like Amazon.com. So when a customer places an order on Amazon.com, the payment system handles everything related to the money movement. At a very high level, the payment flow is broken down into two steps that reflects how money flows, like pay in flow and the payout flow. Take the e-commerce site Amazon as an example. After a buyer places an order, the money flows into Amazon's bank account, which is pay in flow. And later, when the products are delivered, the balance after fees, the flows from the Amazon's bank accounts to the seller's bank account. That is payout flow. Now let's cover some components that we are going to use in our design. The very first component is the payment service. The payment service accepts payment events from the users and coordinate the payments process. It will only process payments that pass risk check. Usually the risk check services uses the third party providers because it is very complicated and highly specialized. Second component is the payment executor. It executes single payment order by PSP. PSP is payment service provider. That is a third component. It moves money from account A to account B. Fourth is the card schemes, that are the organizations that process credit card operations. Well-known card schemes are Visa, Mastercard, Discovery, etc. Fifth is the ledger. It keeps a financial record of the payment transactions. It is very important in post payment analysis, such as calculating the total revenue of the e-commerce website or forecasting the future revenue. Last is the wallet. It keeps the account balance of the merchant. So this is about the part one, simple understanding about the payment systems. So in the part two, we will cover pay in flow step by step and the payment service APIs, its data models. And in part three, we will deep dive into designing a real world payment systems. Till then, keep watching and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.